Greetings family, welcome back to another video, and this time we talk about the reason why Africans were taken into slavery. As much as these people who came stole our people. And I remember, for example, in those early years of 1500, 1400, we have information of them kidnapping people in the Bakongo Kingdom and taking them to Portugal or the United States. In some places, you can say in the west and the west and central west of Africa, some people were being captured by others and sold by to these people. And in fact, I've seen a video of one of our young brother from the US who went to Nigeria to visit the East of No Return somewhere. I don't remember the name. And once there, the person who was explaining to him was telling him about a well in which the person who was being taken into slavery would be given water and told to sing a certain song or to say some words in which he would say, I'm leaving my country, I'm leaving my home, and I will never come back, and blah, blah, blah. A lot of nonsense. But you might think they are words, but spiritually, they were kind of being, used to ensure that spiritually that person cuts ties completely with Africa. They will not remember home and they will go just die for slavery and forever never come back home. And who was being used? Do you think the white man came their own seers to do that? It was our own African seers being used for that, being used to control spiritually, like using some witchcraft to control their minds and their souls so that they will never think of coming back home, or they will never think of fighting the slave keepers so that they can be taken home. You find that it is our brothers and sisters who sell us into this. Like, for example, we are talking about modern day. The presidents of Africa are going abroad, signing deals with the Arabs or the Europeans to take our people there. People who don't have jobs, who have lost hope. They just want to go out there, make money, and sell them the money to their parents and their children. So our people go there and die. Nothing is done. It's the same thing. Now, today we are talking about a certain Ugandan woman, a judge in the UK working for the UN. Her name is Lydia Mugambe of Uganda. And this lady was keeping a young Ugandan. You just go take a young Ugandan to work in your house and as a housemaid, and you are putting her in some very, very bad condition. You are not paying her. She's just there. She's your slave, imagine. So a Ugandan judge has been found guilty of human trafficking and conspiracies to intimidate a victim in a case that shocked observers. Lydia Mugabe, a High Court judge in Uganda and a UN judicial officer, was arrested under the Modern Slavery Act in the UK. Police footage showed her expressing disbelief as officers informed her of the charges. She insisted she had diplomatic immunity and denied wrongdoing. During the trial, prosecutors argued that Mugabe had exploited a young Ugandan woman, misleading her about the purpose of her travel to the UK and subjecting her to unfair working conditions. The prosecution also claimed she conspired with Ugandan Deputy High Commissioner George Leonard Mugerwa to facilitate the woman's entry into the country. In exchange, she allegedly agreed to intervene in a legal matter involving Mugerwa. The victim, whose identity has been protected, told the court that she felt isolated and trapped while in the UK. Mugambe, who was pursuing a law PhD at the University of Oxford, denied coercing the woman into an unpaid labor, saying she had always treated her with kindness. So police confirmed that the UN waived any diplomatic immunity Mugabe may have had as a UN judge. Gasps were heard in a courtroom when the verdict was delivered and proceedings were briefly halted after Mugabe appeared unwell. The case highlights ongoing concerns over labor exploitation and the misuse of diplomatic privileges. You see the case of Lydia Mugabe. Those are the same people we are having as leaders in Africa. You see, this is someone who is ready to keep you in the house and feel they are more superior than you because you are a poor woman from Uganda. They are also from Uganda. You know, if it was a white man living in Africa or an Indian, let us talk about Indians. And I'll talk about the case of Kenya. Indians in Kenya have lived for a century since they came here, being used as workers to build the rail since 1901, when the white man started building a rail into the interior to extract resources and reach the interior. And they are Indians who are Kenyans. They have Kenyan citizenship. And there are some who are brought in by their relatives because they have generations. And they bring them in, they give them money to invest, and they groom them, they grow them. And after some time, these ones will also bring more to groom them. But look at us. Instead of Lydia Mugabe taking that lady from Uganda, she's doing a PhD. She can be working as a housemaid and doing some course in some, college in the UK. And after some years, when she no longer needs her, she will tell her, my sister, now you can go and look for some work and help your family better. Because now I don't need a maid. But what is she doing? She's keeping her as a slave. Where are we going? Where's the unity of Africans, my brothers and sisters? You see our leaders, they will go embezzling our funds rather than helping poor people who can't even access hospitals in the village. You see them in Dubai, you see them in the US or the UK enjoying life. But when you go to places like Turkana in Kenya or Kwale in Kenya or, Mandera in Kenya, you find people are suffering. People don't have homes, they don't have hospitals, their children are not going to school. And these people are enjoying life in town. It's the same. Like Lydia Mugabe is enjoying life. She's in the UN, she has immunity, and she has a slave in the house. A sister, our own sister. Where is our unity as Africans? Guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. What happens or what should we do? What can we do? What can we come together as like-minded Africans to help each other? When I was growing up, I remember there was something they used to call Harambe. It has its own conspiracy, spiritual conspiracy. They say it's a god. Ambe is a god from India or something, and the first president of Kenya was worshipping it or something. But when they coined the word Harambe, it meant like coming together and building schools together. Even you don't have money, you have $1, I have $50. We join together and build schools. And that's what Kenya used to do then. So, can we use this idea of coming together and helping our brothers and sisters, of taking them to school, building schools, of raising our own inventions? Let me know in the comment section. And like to support us, we have Buy Me a Coffee link in the description and on your screen. And also we have a WhatsApp number. You can text us, let us talk. If you'd like to relocate to Africa, we give you, ideas on where to go. If you'd like to visit some countries like Rwanda, Kenya, Ethiopia, Senegal, we have contacts in those countries. Eswatini, South Africa, we have contacts in those countries, and we can, assist you with information and contacts, so that if when you visit, you'll be safe, you have a place to stay, and you are a brother, you are a sister, you'll be safe. Also, we have super chats and super thanks. And if you have not subscribed, please do. We see you in our next video. Bye.